Our next speaker, who's been a corporate professional, been an entrepreneur, been a music impresario, a writer, a public speaker, Geetha Balsara, whose session is simply titled Here and Now, and we don't have slides because she's going to talk extempore. So give a big hand to Geetha and to Here and Now.
Hi everybody. Hello. Hi. Okay, title, he asked me what do you want to call your session? I said Here and Now. Okay, that's simply because I think what I'm doing today is a culmination of all that I did over the years. Today is where I've seen my dreams fructify. Today is where I think I'm in a place where I can be extremely grateful for the space I'm in. I'll quickly run you through my journey. I a science graduate, and then I went on to doing my post-graduation in mass comm. Okay, as a student at Xavier's College, one day I just saw a poster and it said classical music. I said, okay. I was just 20 years and I said, let me see what this is. Curiosity got the better of me and I went to the concert. And it was a 3-day festival where Indian classical stalwarts were performing. I went there and I think that was the moment that changed my life. I heard all the Prasad Chaurasia, Shiv Kumar Sharma, everybody. At the end of the second day, and the kind of person I am, I listen to good music or I watch a good piece of art, I like to go and meet the person who has created it. So I went backstage, I met Mr. Zakir Hussain, and that was, I didn't realize it then, but it was the seeds for a beautiful journey ahead. After my post-graduation, I took up a job. I've been an advertising professional. I worked with an advertising agency. I put in over 2 decades there. And the beauty about having been there for so many years was I was given an opportunity to pursue my passion for music also. As in, I am an untrained musician. Although I was a classical dancer once upon a time, but in the space of music, I never learned anything. But I had a ear for music and I was able to appreciate it. Okay, long story short, I was able to spend a lot of time meeting artists. I would meet them after concerts. And there were times when, these concerts then would go on till about 3 and 4 in the morning. And I would have strangers dropping me home. मैं अकेली जाती थी, मेरे पास गाड़ी था न कुछ न था. In the middle of the night there were no trains, nothing. So I would actually have strangers dropping me home, and my father would be livid, like any father would be. He would be livid, and I would actually plead and say that I'm doing no wrong. And this finally it came a stage where I could afford to buy tickets for my parents and take them along. And I used to actually go and stand in the queue at Xavier's 2 hours before the concert to buy a 20 rupee ticket. Okay? And then and every day, because these were everyday tickets for the Beta. So I couldn't afford anything more than that. I was a student. And the journey began then. Simultaneously, and professionally, I kept a job with an ad agency. Well, by God's grace and hard work, I worked with some wonderful artists, wonderful industrialists, one of them being Mr. Aditya Birla. He influenced my life greatly, touched my life. I think he was one of the first persons in the corporate world to have inspired me greatly. Well, the journey began in the corporate world. I spent 20 years there, and I rose to being the chief executive there. 2006, January, wake up to a normal day, and we have a cup of tea. My husband, my daughter, and me. He leaves for work, and I get ready to, get going. He used to leave early. Came back home and complained of a headache. Went to the doctor. He didn't have any BP, nothing. Doctor said, perhaps it is migraine. Gave him some medication. He said, he's feeling better, so I went for a meeting. My daughter called up saying, Papa is not feeling too well. What should I do? So I said, I'm coming. So I was at a meeting, I rushed back. I came home and I was with him. He said, I'll rest for a while. So I said, would you have lunch? He said, maybe a little later. After some time I came back to check on him and I realized that the right side of his body, paralysis had set in. He had a stroke. I called my friends immediately and we were planning to rush into the doctor. Holding my hand, he just fell back on the bed. 2:40 p.m. That was it. My daughter was not even 16. She came back from college and, well, that was the day which I'm again, God somehow gave me the strength. And I was given some unbelievable strength on that day. I was happy in my job, but I was working with a small ad agency where my husband was doing also in advertising, but he was creative director at Lintas, so he was actually running the home, and mine was pocket money. Now, this was 2006, just 2 months before that, because of my contacts with artist friends, a friend of mine who was heading Barclay Capital asked me if I could put together a concert for their HNIs at Rishikesh, at Ananda. And I said, okay, I'll do that. So by January, I had already signed up Pandit Prasad Chaurasia and Pandit Shiv Kumar Sharma Jugalbandi concert in Rishikesh. My husband breathed last on 2nd of January. And my concert was slated for 3rd of February in Rishikesh. I said, okay, I've given my word. Advances have gone out. We have to go ahead with it. Both Pandit Prasad Chaurasia and Pandit Shiv Kumar Sharma, we flew into Rishikesh and, well, we had the concert. Okay. Atal Bihari Vajpayee मेरे पास आकर पूछे, पंडित जी क्यों नहीं आए? ऐसे वो आएंगे, अरे हमें नहीं पता था कि डुप्लीकेट को भेजा जा सकता है। माफ कीजिए, मैं उनकी डुप्लीकेट नहीं हूँ, मैं तो उनकी बस शागिर्द हूँ।
50 Young, the channel dedicated to us for folks 50 plus and forever young. Subscribe to 50 Young today.